the Magic City, Miami, tonight. But Toronto, that's next week. And then we head to the East Coast, Boston, then Atlanta, Dallas for the playoffs, and then Brooklyn, New York for the championship. That comes your way August 24th. Coming up now, 3-1 Power taking on the defending champion, the 1-3 Trilogy. As we look at the updated standings, the three-headed monsters, they're in our feature game coming up next. They're the only undefeated team. Tri-State, they got to win early in the night. They're 4-1, but then there's Power. And this is a crucial game because if you're Trilogy, if you want to try to get another ring, you got to win tonight. And Power wants to keep pace with Tri-State and the three-headed monster.
Well, not the situation you want to be in if you're the defending champ. You haven't played well. You haven't been completely healthy. McCants has been out. Kenyon Martin has been out. But I think they found something a little bit last week. Derek Byers gives them energy coming in off the bench. So let's see if they can take what they did last week and bring that same enthusiasm. They're going to need it against this Power team who can come at you in a number of different ways.
Led by the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman, the Birdman. Chris Anderson returns to the nest, former Miami Heat. Cuttino Mobley and Corey Maggette, he's the leading scorer in the Big Three. Trilogy, Al Harrington, Rashad McCants, and Byers, Derek Byers, who added some spark to them. Kenyon Martin, he's out with a hamstring injury.
50, you're here, you're going to come up and set that screen. He's going to come off. Feel it out. You don't
Nancy
have to
Lieberman
leave too soon.
talking to Glenn Big Baby Davis.
And you'll get that to the rim.
What a job she's done their first season here with Power.
I mean, it's unbelievable. One thing she took over for Clyde Drexler to take over this team. Her knowledge is unquestioned. But the way she comes across to her team in regards to direction, input in plays is amazing because it's soft tone, but it's authoritative at the same time. Hence, team respects and responds to what she wants them to do on the court.
Trilogy in the silver. That's Al Harrington. Kicks it out to Byers. James White for three.
I like that matchup inside, too, with Al Harrington and Big Baby Davis. Both possess power.
Yeah.
Both can put it on the deck. Al is a much better shooter from behind the three-point line, but Big Baby showed his range last week. That big three.
Corey Maggette with the drive.
Hey! Good look, good look.
Head coach Rick Mahorn, the pride of Hampton University.
That's my man. He was my assistant coach when we were in Atlanta. And for me, as a basketball player who grew up watching, you know, the Bad Boys back in the day, had a chance to play them early in my career. Not the same team, of course, but a lot of the guys are still there. To be able to sit on the bench and take tutelage from him and learn a lot about how to be the best basketball player, but learn how to be a professional. I mean, it was unbelievable. Nothing but respect for my soft friend, Rick Mahorn. Softy.
You know he's going to get you.
I know. That's all right. I don't care. He can't touch me over here.
Cuttino Mobley will inbound for Power.
I don't know if you can get by either way.
Power just 3-1.
Keep on one side.
McGetty lost it. Here's Harrington. He misses the bunny.
Come on, man. By yourself.
Guys, baby.
Mobley. Fade. Got it.
You know what's interesting about that is that Derek Byers was right there, and it looks like you can block that shot. But Cat leans just enough back to be able to get the shot over his defender.
Derek Byers, that's a two.
Interesting, too, that McCants does not start.
Need to stop.
Don't automatically switch.
You know, now what that does, it gives you firepower coming off the bench.
Byers gave them 13 to lead them to victory. Trilogy got their first win of the season just last week.
Well, yeah, to get the game winner as well.
Nice move.
Seal the deal.
Trilogy made a trade for Byers. Traded away Dante Jones. Brought in Derek Byers. He paid dividends for him.
Oh, right away. Made his impact as soon as he came in the game last week.
There you go.
Good call. Al, post up.
No.
Here's Derek Byers. They go inside to Harrington, working on Big Baby. Two big men. I mean, that's a lot of beef in the lane.
Well, I think with Al, too, last year he was able to overpower a lot of guys. I don't think you're going to be able to do that with Big Baby. What he can do is step him out on the perimeter a little bit more, use pump fakes, and use his ability to get by him.
Watch behind you.
Byers with the 4.
Go the rim.
Here's Coutinho Mobley, misses. Big Baby, the follow.
Hand up, hand up,
Byers.
hand up.
Tried to get it to Harrington.
Yeah, but Al just couldn't. He was getting up off the deck and wasn't able to get his feet up underneath him to even attempt to try to recover that pass by Byers.
Downhill.
We're all tied up at 2.
Be an outlet for him. Be an outlet.
Shot
Here
it.
we go.
Shot it. Good DB.
Getty with that 3.
Don't switch it.
What's up, James?
Al Harrington drives, yes.
And there it is right there. That time the isolation on the left-hand wing. Now Al Harrington was able to really attack Big Baby off the dribble.
Harrington again. He had a game-high 19 last week. He's averaging 21 for Trilogy.
Play
It
harder.
took a little time.
Here we go.
Didn't shoot the ball extremely well the first couple of weeks, but has gotten into his rhythm.
Come on, Coutinho.
It's a steal by Byers. Lays it in.
Hey, Shotty. Hey, Shotty, get out. I want you to.
Both you guys. Come on.
James, go on, baby, then. Shot, you want baby?
You're going to get Glenn.
Touch, baby.
You got 4.
8-2 the score. Big Baby. And they're going to call a charge as Harrington. Good defensive stop. Q Richardson, former Miami Heat, and the Birdman returning to the nest here in Miami.
Hey, listen, I got a chance to hang out with the Birdman a couple nights ago. Just out casually.
Yeah.
Just casual.
Just casual.
Holding another level of respect for my man, Chris Edge. I'm a big-time fan, baby. That's all I'm going to say. I am a big-time Birdman fan.
Miami's his city is what you're saying.
I'm just saying, you know, leave it up to your interpretation and what you think.
Hey, are you?
Great
They
guy,
went
man.
small.
Unbelievable.
He's talking with Rashad McCants. Here's McCants. The step back. Oh, Rashad McCants. That was as scary as the mask he came in during warm-ups.
Can't you gonna hurt somebody doing that, man? Put somebody with an ACL injury. Q.
3 for Q Rich.
We switching, pick and roll.
Stop.
This is a critical game for both squads. James White, flight 75, takes off the rejected, and Q Richardson lays it in.
And that's why you don't give up. Yeah, okay, Anderson, you got beat the last time the cancer jump shot. Now you got beat off the dribble, but instead of stopping, continued to go with it and took away that easy layup.
Byers throws that one away. Q Rich lays it in.
Go.
Power
Go to work.
working their way back now.
One time. That's my baby.
Here's McCants.
That's it.
Hey, watch him push off.
McCants with the left hand. Rashad McCants has turned into Vinnie Johnson all of a sudden. Watch the left hand by Rashad McCants. Then the step back. Trilogy up 19-3. We've got her mic'd up, and Coach, what'd you tell your squad in the break?
Oh, we have to continue to be physical. We can't get pushed out on the weak side rebound. But more importantly, we got to contest those three-point shots. And we got to meet their physicality.
And Nancy, speaking about the physicality right here, what do you have to do? Because Trilogy mainly wants to spread you out, drive you, force you to help. How do you kind of take some of that away from them?
Well, we have to get up on them, and we have to make them put the ball on the deck. And we just have to make them a two-point shooting team by putting it down. If they can make twos, fine. If they can't, then they're going to look for this quick three.
They can't miss it. Thank you, Coach. Here's Cuttino Mobley, the cat.
There you go.
They're going to
There
call
you
that
go.
one on Al Harrington.
But the slick part about what Cuttino just did, he's a left-hand player. So he took his right hand and kind of grabbed Al's left hand right by the wrist. So he was kind of controlling Al, and Al, with his opposite hand, committed the foul. But it was a savvy move by Cuttino to pick up the foul.
He pulls up from 10, and it rolls in.
Hey, way to be aggressive.
2-point lead
Nice
now
job,
for Trilogy.
Cuttino. Hey, watch the push-off.
Q Rich, the steal.
Oh, no.
And Deion Glover throws it away.
They're not able to take advantage of it. Actually, Deion Glover could have just got it, took one more dribble and been at the basket. And if he did miss on the opposite side, you had Al Harrington that was right there in prime-time position to put up probably an offensive rebound.
Corey Maggette checks back in. Power on a 9-2 run. Check that. Make that a 12-2 run by Power.
And this, with Q knocking down shots like that, this is why that you talked about maybe a sleeper team that could win it.
Hey, that's
You see
offensive.
a foul right here.
that's
But Q
offensive.
can stretch the defense so much now, along with Cuttino, along with Corey Maggette.
Offensive.
That who do you guard? What do you take away?
1-point lead now for Power. First team to 25, we go to the half.
You're already in the bonus. They're already in the bonus. Get in, get in.
What you need?
On us.
Harrington misses.
Get out, Q.
No foul.
Q, get out.
Here's Maggette. Here's Birdman. Wreaking havoc on the boards.
And just something real simple. Birdman sprints to set the pick.
Let's go.
So now his man is behind him. Once the shot goes up, he's able to have inside position. Hence, he was there to get that offensive rebound and pick up a foul. But it's because that initial thrust to set the pick with quickness
No, get away from him.
got him in that position.
Hey, just get away from him.
Shot McCants, Q Richardson.
Q, just shoot it. Hey,
Having a
get
few
him away
words.
from him. Do your job and get him away from him. Right now.
Shots. Hey. Let's just play. Shot. Here you go.
Q Rich already in double figures with 10. Well, Rashad McCants loves to intimidate. He came in with the Wakanda mask on earlier.
We got to take
I
advantage of
mean,
this.
he's a man of many masks.
Well, the entertainment value of it is what I love about it.
You got Q.
And
You got Bird.
Rashad's really embraced
Don't leave money on the table.
to try to get the intimidation factor on with his mask.
I remember week 1, he had that Joker mask.
Good job.
It didn't go over too well with Nate Robinson, did it?
Sure didn't.
What does he say?
Is it a sub or not?
Hey,
James White
no
will
three.
check in for Trilogy. Let's check in now with Michael Rappaport.
All right, I'm with a guy who needs no introduction. Rip Hamilton. What do you think of the big three so far?
You know what? It's a lot more exciting than I thought it would be. I mean, get to see a lot of the guys here. It's a fun atmosphere. I mean, the turnout is unbelievable. Makes me want to play basketball again.
All right, so I'm going to put it on the table. What do we got to do to see you in season 3? Do you have anything left in the tank? I'm going to appeal to your ego and your heart. What do you got left?
I think I got a lot mentally, but my body might be telling me something different, but anytime I get in here like in an arena like this, the juices come back. I got to get back in shape, though.
All right, do you think you have more in the tank left than Jim Jackson?
Yeah, I can beat Jim Jackson.
Like easily, right? Like that's easy work.
I can beat Jim Jackson.
Is that like barbecue chicken style?
Yeah, like Shaq and say barbecue chicken. Yeah, that'll be barbecue chicken.
All right, well, Rip, I'm a big fan, longtime fan. Great to see you in the building. Your guy Chauncey's here. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Yes, sir.
Jack, I mean, guy said you're barbecue chicken. He pretty much said like you're nothing to deal with.
No, you said that. See, there you go, put 10 on the 20 again. There you go.
Welcome back, Birdman, as he completes the three-point play.
I would love to see Rip get out here. And again, I think a lot of guys who maybe see it on TV, former players, don't really get the sense and feel of how competitive it is, but just the atmosphere until you get here. Once they get here, they're like, oh, hold up, my juices, like Rip said, they're starting to flow a little bit more.
Harrington pulls it down. Here's James White. They'll go into Al. Spins. Great pass. Derek Byers open for three. Heel of the rim.
Yeah, but the right play, the right pass. James White had a shot, but Derek Byers had a better shot. He was just unable to knock it in.
Corey Maggette, one on his shot clock.
Birdman still flying high. Right to the front of the rim was what a postman gets taught. And Corey Maggette, a little underhand alley-oop.
Great job. Come on, Corey.
Here's Corey Maggette, leads the big three in scoring. Scoreless so far tonight.
Box out. Let's go.
Gets the free throws
No
for his
foul.
first 2 points
Stay down.
of the night.
Let's go. Don't bail them out, please. Especially when the shot clock going down.
Go, release.
Big cat inside the big baby.
He's holding him.
I am. Excuse me. Can I say?
Great play. Catino.
Listen, y'all were calling. Okay. When he makes a pick, he's holding his arms out wide. That restricts the defender. Okay. He does it though. He just big.
Off.
Big baby
Come on, man.
misses the free throw.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Shotty, you're going to have to get in and get Al in a minute.
He's got three, right? Baby. Not that it matters, but he's got
I
three.
got to get Al. Motherfucking wrestling dead.
Here's James White.
Box out.
Oh, those free throws are crucial.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in the bonus. You make it, you get the ball back. Good block by Derek Byers. James White. Tried the and one and missed it.
You know, last year when things were going, those shots went in. Free throws
Go
went
get
in.
him. Go get him.
You see
Go
on the
get him.
replay
Go get
here.
him. Right now. Sub.
They just
shot.
called a technical on Big Baby.
Hey, you. All we're asking, go get him, please. Just go. Just go. Just be consistent. Corey Maggette got mugged dribbling the basketball. You can't let that happen.
Making it harder.
Keep in mind, they've added a third ref.
They're so
The league did
inconsistent.
just this week and tonight. Going forward, try to clean
Come
up
on.
some of the play. Make sure they get all the calls, especially on the backside.
2 points, right?
Shot
He
McCants will
didn't
check back
curse
in.
anybody. He yelled. He yelled. Every time Corey Maggette has
Don't
the
leave any
ball,
money
he
on the
gets
table,
thugged.
Flight.
Call that.
James Wright rattles in the free throws. 1 point lead now for Trilogy.
That's a big possession. You think about the technical foul, the free throw, and now you get the ball back to Trilogy, who now seems like the momentum.
Rashad McCants!
Momentum is on their side to try to end out this half.
Trilogy, 2 points away from the half. McGetty. No, here's James White. Drive in the lane. Gets the roll. And Trilogy will go to the half up 5 thanks to Rashad McCants.
Hey, guys, come here.
That's the way to go.
2 of his 9. Woo, my, don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Rashad McCants got 9. Trilogy up 5 as they're looking for their 2nd win of the season. And look at Rick Mahorn. He says, I'll take that.
Teixeira goes to battle against Corey Anderson. UFC Fight Night on a special day and time, Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, only on FS1. I am having to yell into my microphone because it is loud. The reigning champs, Trilogy, are up at the half. They got their championship rings right before taking on Power, and it is a night full of good competition and action here in Miami. I'll tell you, it's having a great night. Rashad McCants, he's got 9 points so far in the first half. They're going to battle. You know who's a great listen? Nancy Lieberman, mic'd up. She is going to battle for her guys, definitely talking about how physical it is out here, and evidenced by the fact that Rashad's getting some open looks right there up against Birdman. We got a good one. Taking a look here on the other side, Quentin Richardson dropping 10 points. Perfect 4 for 4 from the field. 1 rebound, and Rashad McCants leading the way with his team. Let's send it over to the guys now. Jimmy and Brian, it's all yours.
Thank you, Carissa. So you look at Trilogy. This looks like the old Trilogy, the defending champs Trilogy. Got their win last week in this first half. Shot over 50% from the field. Power, rebounding. It's like they had everything going in that first half.
It's amazing you get that W under your belt, you play well, you kind of go back to who you once were.
Yeah.
Getting there healthy, they're hitting shots. But you mentioned it, they look like themselves. And what's themselves? Power basketball, making the extra play, forcing you to play defense and guard them off the dribble. And that's what they've been able to do to close that first half.
And they start the second half with the man who had the hot hand, Rashad McCants, as he lays it in.
I say this all the time, man. I show the strength of this team. Rashad McCants, Al Harrington in the middle of the court, isolation, straight one-on-one basketball. And they were able to win those battles a high percentage of the time.
Al Harrington strips Big Baby. Big Baby fouls him in return. 7-point lead for Trilogy. First team to 50. Wins it. Win by 2.
Don't leave any money on the table, baby. Get to 50.
Come on, baby.
Big Al knocks down the free throws.
Hey, no foul.
12-0 run now for Trilogy as they're up 9.
Come on.
Hey, hit the picker. Hit the picker.
Hey! Big Baby and Al Harrington. They bump bodies. Big Baby will go to the line.
Well, but, you know, he's upset that he's not getting the calls, okay? But what you do, you keep attacking and you force the officials to maybe call a call that you want. And that time, Big Baby, instead of bailing Al Harrington out, he put that big body on him. And now he got himself to the free throw line.
Knocks down the free throw.
Get a stop. Get a stop. Hey, show it him.
Here's McCants.
Don't bail him out.
Step back 3. Good. Rashad McCants now with 14.
You talk about Vinny microwave for the young kids that don't know. He played for Detroit. Instant offense off the bench. And Rashad McCants, I think, gave him a little look early on to see how the game was going. Now he's able to get his rhythm. Excellent pass that time by McGetty inside the Big Baby.
Big Baby
Come on, guys.
lays
Get
it
a
in.
stop. Get a stop.
Again, let's go. Go at him now. Don't play with him.
Here's McCants. Step back. Headsy. Left hand. Left it short.
Come on.
Corey Maggette, scoreless from the field.
Hey, James.
Thought about that one too long. He should have took that first shot.
0 of 7.
Don't switch
Only
it.
points have come from the line for him. He's the Big 3 scoring leader. Here's the steal. Big Baby to Maggette, and he missed the dunk.
Travel.
Oh my goodness! Who put the lid on the basket for power?
Jay.
Don't switch.
Jay White, you get it. Ow. Watch the travel when they grab it to each other. Don't play with them. Go now.
6-point lead.
Now,
Stay
Al.
down. Stay down.
5 on the shot clock. Harrington, pull back 3, air ball.
DB get
Blue.
McCants. Sub.
Derek Byers will come in.
Here we go.
Cans will get a blow.
No foul.
What do you got? Come on, Corey. Keep moving.
No reaching.
Maggette.
And right now, Corey doesn't have lift on his jump shot.
Hey,
So a lot of it is
you
flat.
got
That's
Corey.
hence. That's why the ball is coming up short
We're bailing them out.
on the
Yes.
long shots.
Open up.
Look at him.
Here's the Cat. He knocked down the 3. Needed that one. And it's just a 3-point lead now for Trilogy.
Yeah, and that time Derek Byers a little hesitant to
Here we go.
get closer to Catino. Catino only
Don't
needs,
switch.
as you know, B, just a little bit of space to get that shot up.
Good steal by Big Baby. And the block. And Corey Maggette for the and 1.
Well, Big Baby taking a page out of Al
Baby.
Harrington's
Come on,
book,
hey,
reaching
come on.
down, slapping it
Yo,
away.
Baby.
And here's Corey Maggette able to get
Down,
into
right
his
there.
move before Al Harrington was able to get underneath the basket and get set to try to take a charge.
I'll get
Way
him
to
this
play.
one.
Way to go, baby.
Box out.
Power now on a 9-0 run. Maggette
Yeah,
trying to
by
complete
9,
the 3-point play.
Box out, yo.
Soft.
We're all tied up at 32.
Two-man game
Get a
right there.
stop. Get a stop.
Here's Derek Byers. Pick and roll with Harrington. Kicks it up to James White. White, step back. No. Rebound Maggette. To the Cat.
Blue.
Review it.
Go get him.
Hey,
Be
hey.
aggressive. Be aggressive.
White, okay.
Way to go.
They say Trilogy basketball.
White ball. Sit out. Sit.
Great job.
What are you doing?
Hey,
What are we reviewing? Out of bounds.
match up.
Are we reviewing out of bounds? Is it a challenge? Or are you reviewing? Or are you
I ain't
doing
challenging.
Are they challenging?
I ain't challenging. Blue. No, I haven't
Referees are
challenged.
discussing. He
Blue
wanted to
ball.
know whether or not Rick Mahorn wanted to challenge. And he said, no, I don't, because, hey, look, it's our basketball.
Well, he did early when they had the ball going to Power, but as soon as he switched it, you know, he
Get over the screen.
he
Get
rescinded.
over.
Now, if the flag was on the
Get
court,
over.
like in football, you can't pick it back up.
Right. Here's Big Al.
Hey, hey. Can I? Hey.
Oh, it's physical inside. Take a listen.
Hey.
Poor Catino Mobley. That's a
No
freight
foul.
train coming at you.
Here we go. Be strong. Be strong.
We're all knotted up at 32 here.
Go to the rim. Go to the rim.
The Cat pulls up. Left it short.
Stay down. Stay down.
Byers too strong.
Don't bail him out.
Corner.
Catino Mobley for 3.
I mean, you got to close to his body. If you don't, he's going to make you pay
You
for it.
ready, Shotty?
Hey, way to to go, baby.
3-point lead for Power. They're on a 13-0 run. It's the Big Three here on FS1.
You got in Detroit.
Well, you know, it's nice to get a win, and it's good to get a ring, but that's last year. Trying to get a win tonight so we can get a chance and opportunity to get in the playoffs to protect it.
How does it feel to have Rashad McCants back? What is he bringing to your team today?
Oh, he's giving us scoring, that attitude that we need to have, and that's what the Trilogy attitude, and if we get that out of him, we get a win tonight.
Do you ever worry that some days I'm just going to pick you up and body slam you?
No, I never worry about that.
Jimmy?
James White knocks down the jumper.
Investigative questions that time, Michael Rappaport.
I love the look on Rick Mahorn's face. Like, man, please.
Stop.
It's a moving pick. Shit. Good D.
He talked about those rings. And there is Rick. He got his championship ring. You know, Trilogy went 10-0. They ran the table. And that's a look at the championship ring for Trilogy.
It was always good to be first. You can never take that away. You know, so.
Look at Q Rich and Rashad McCann. Now, look, they had a dust up in the first half. Look.
We're too competitive, you know what I mean? And some things don't, that fire doesn't die out.
Go at him.
You know, just because you haven't played in a while, but that competitive spirit is still there. You love to see guys compete.
Look at that. Oh my.
Q.
Man.
No, Q, don't use your feet, not your hands. Use your feet.
I'd say physical.
Stay down.
He's inside. He's inside. He's inside.
Harrington
He's inside.
pulls over Corey Maggette.
Great play.
He's inside. You can review it. It's
Great
4
play.
fouls,
You're
right?
shooting. You're
How
shooting.
many team fouls?
You can review it. Hey, you can review that.
Hold it. Review that one. Come here. Review it, Paul. They just had 2 quick fouls. Team fouls are wrong.
Penalty. They're in the penalty. Shooting.
And so the confusion is Trilogy didn't believe
Q, get in.
that Power's in the penalty.
Hey, I want to challenge that call. Thank you. Y'all call. Say yes. Thank you. I'm challenging it.
All right, go for it.
I'm challenging it. Don't.
What?
The fouls, don't worry about that. They had 1 team foul.
A lot of conversation on the foul situation here, because that is critical as you go down the stretch of the game. In the last huddle, Coach Lieberman told her team, let's continue to attack so we can get into the penalty for the rest of the half.
Didn't they get 2 in a row and they had 2 before that?
The review now is if Maggette was inside the line. Now his right foot picked up on contact. At first, his right heel was on the line. But let's see when the contact happened, was his foot up and above the line, and officials can come back. He said he was outside.
Nice job. Shoot it.
Keep an eye on Magetti's right foot right there. Then he picks it up. Is it outside? Yeah. I mean, I think the heel is on the backside.
It's only 3.
I think they kind of missed that right there because
only 3 team
the
fouls.
clear you have to be outside if you can't have a foot on the line. And that time it was.
Box.
And he missed it. Here's Deion Glover. Reason why it's so critical, because when you're in the bonus, especially on a foul, you go to the line and you knock it down, then you get the ball as well.
And that's all part of the strategy, too. You think about how you play 3-on-3, especially with the rings the way they are. You want to be able to get into the penalty earlier, so now you can retain the possession and get multiple possessions on the offensive end, especially as you come down the stretch of the game.
13,562 have come out here to the American Airlines Arena to watch Al Harrington get the bucket and one.
A beautiful footwork right here on the baseline. He's kind of feeling where Chris Anderson is at on his body, which is on the high side of his left side, right there. And he knew that Chris was expecting the bump, and that's when the spin to the baseline. But the key to that, though, Brian, he gave himself enough room, lifted up from the baseline to when he spun, he wasn't buried behind the backboard.
Get the ball back.
1 point lead for Trilogy. Make it 2.
Shotty, no! You!
And the good thing for Trilogy is they retain possession of that basketball because they're in the bonus.
Corey!
Hey! Go, go! Attack him!
Rashad McCants.
Come on!
Harrington.
Why?
Too rich. He will pull up. Dion Glover snags it. 2 point lead for Trilogy. For 3, Dion, no.
Really?
No!
You're in the bonus! Thank you.
And they're going to call that one on Corey Maggette. Or how about the screen by Birdman?
No, Birdman.
Well, let's take a look and see if when he comes in.
Hey, can we review that too? Can we review that too? I'm talking to you. Can you review that too?
I think it was a lean.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do.
Glover knocks down the free throws. 4 point lead, Trilogy.
Come on.
First team to 50.
Come
Win
on,
by
guys.
2. Here's Al Harrington.
Put it
Cants
up.
lost it. And Q Rich tried to drop it off the Birdman.
Yeah, that time, JYD.
Come on now, make the right play.
But 2 close quarters right there have been better for Q. Again, once again, put it up. Birdman is in great position on the weak side to maybe get an offensive rebound.
Glover fades. Al Harrington, left hand, no. Follows his own shot and delivers one to the Birdman.
Shoot it.
That time, Al was determined to get to the basket, and Rashad McCants was standing wide open, ready to tee up either a 3-point shot or a 4-point shot.
Cat, you're going to get
What's he
cute.
doing? He ain't gonna get one.
You gotta get back in there.
So here's
Go
the
to
Birdman.
basket. Go to the basket.
Arlie!
No, sir.
No foul!
He's got 6.
Come on, Q. Go to the basket. Go to the basket hard.
Q Rich misses the 3.
Go Brian, flight! Go!
Stunt.
Oh, what the heads by James White.
Why not
And
shoot it?
Trilogy gets nothing on that possession. You're James White. Why didn't you take it up?
And I understand you get,
Go.
you want to be unselfish, but when you got a chance for a layup, especially off the beautiful move,
Myers,
you take that.
Myers, get out. Never mind. No.
Box out. Stay down.
3 on the shot clock. Harrington, bucket.
I know, I'm matching up to what they got.
9
We
points
need to
away from a
stop.
victory as we hit the top of
Hey,
the
come on.
hour. Big 3 here on FS1.
You got
We're in
Q
Miami.
next to you. Q.
The defending champion Trilogy taking on Power. Trilogy at 1-3. Power 3-1.
Stay down.
That's a foul!
They're going to call that personal on Quentin Richardson. This is why this game is crucial for both of these squads. For Trilogy, if you want to defend your championship, you got to keep winning. And Power, they want to keep pace with Tri-State and the 3-headed monsters, who you'll see
You know what?
in our marquee
You guys
game
are a
next.
Piece of work. Sub. I want
Don't leave no
to
money on
sub.
the table. Let's go. Play smart.
Catino, go to the rim. They have 5 fouls.
You can see the intensity of this one is ramped up 100% between these two.
Well, Power, like you said, wants to keep pace with three-headed monster. Trilogy wants to defend their championship. The only way you can do that is get yourself in a position to be in the playoffs. So that's the beauty about a short season. If you get yourself behind, now you got to scramble your way back into it. And that's what Trilogy is doing right now.
They're going to call that one. On Al Harrington.
Can you please go out there like today?
Big Baby got steamrolled.
You see on the back end of the play, I mean, that angle right, and it may have been an invert elbow from right there in the back of the head from Al Harrington. Again, nothing malicious there. It was two guys.
We need this. We need the foul shot.
Playing hard, and Big Baby, unfortunately, got the short end of the stick on that.
6-point lead. Big Baby rolls it in.
To the rim. Everything.
4-point lead, and they retain possession.
To the rim.
Let him get the layup.
Both teams in the bonus. McGetty drives, dunks it home. League scoring leader going straight to the rack. 2-point lead now for Trilogy. First team to 50 wins it.
If you're struggling with your shot, Brian, as you know, you just keep going at it.
James White, wide open three.
Go to the rim. Go to the rim.
Here's McGetty.
That's it. Hey. Nice shot, Corey.
DB.
Way to go.
Well, every call is being contested by both teams, and I think it's a situation. I know you're not happy with it, but you got to keep your head level because there's still plenty of game left. You can't let the emotions get out of control where it affects you, where you're not playing your best focused basketball down the stretch.
McGetty missed that free throw. Ooh.
Don't play with him.
Get there.
Here's James White.
No.
Byers misses the three. Trilogy relying on the jump shot. Mobley drive. It's a charge.
Al has made a career of this. I mean, in the NBA, Al Harrington was known as a guy that I could anticipate where the drive was coming from, get his feet set outside of the
We want to challenge it.
and take a lot of charges.
We want to challenge it. Thank you. Hey, guys, come here. Come here. Come here.
Nancy Lieberman wants
Baby,
to challenge.
Okay. We have got to go to the rim. What he did, what you did, we've got to go to the rim with the ball. They're in the bonus and they will foul you. And we're going to hit the foul shot. We're going to do it.
Well, you can't. I think what she's looking for the challenge is outside of the arc. You can't reverse the call after they called it a foul. So that's what the challenge was. It looks like to me that Al Harrington really wasn't set.
Yeah.
But they can't reverse that.
No foul. Now, you want to sub right now? Unique, go ahead. Let's go.
Go by the time you got it.
Ref cam.
Crooked.
Stay ready, glove. Sit back, flight. Say what? Stay ready. What time? Yeah. What time?
Here's Al Harrington.
No. Catino.
Got it.
Hey, DB,
Trilogy
don't bail
now
out.
5 points away from victory. What a big win it would be for the defending champs. Here's Byers. Pull back. Too strong.
No foul. Ball.
Hey! Big Baby powered his way in. Misses. His follow. Got it. Two-point lead now.
There's certain guys that energize the team, and there's certain guys that energize the whole arena, and that's Big Baby Davis.
McCann spin. Left hand, no. Harrington, the three, no.
spin, no finish, stay with it, fall away, easy money. Big baby showing a little touch right there.
Stay down,
Here's
stay down.
Byers.
He stepped down.
Inside to McCann.
Hey,
These guys are going to earn every point here going forward.
That's going to be a lot of sore bodies. A lot of ice
Catino.
after this game. But, again,
Catino.
the games are so critical and important that you worry about the body ache
Box out.
a little
Come
bit
on,
later.
Cat.
McCann.
Next play. Next play.
He's
Box
got 14.
Out. Stop.
Missed it.
Come on, Cat.
James White, a check in.
No. Blue ball. Blue ball.
No foul.
He hit it
Our
out.
ball. All right, DB.
It's blue.
They already used it. Watch out, glove.
Baby, come on. Let's go.
They give it to Power. Al Harrington's got a double-double. 5 on the shot clock. Mobley. Yes. We're tied up.
Got to the spot.
Come on. Hey.
Harrington's got 15 and 10.
No foul.
McCants has got 14.
Stay down. Stay down.
5 on the shot clock. McCants. The kick out. White open for 3. No.
Get it out.
McGetty. Bad pass by Big Baby.
No. Hands up.
McCann from the top. Yes. Big 3. Point game coming for Trilogy.
No foul. Let him score. No foul.
McGetty. And Rashad McCann fouls him.
Let's go back to the previous play. Great ball movement, body movement. McCann's open. The last foul right here, Rick Mahorn is saying, don't foul. If they score, they score. Why? Foul.
Why the
Then the penalty.
They make it.
They make it.
They
and
retain it.
possession.
Yes.
Again, understanding time and score in situational basketball is critical. But Corey McGetty couldn't take advantage of. That could have been a huge play in possession for Power.
They go to Al Harrington. He's got a double-double. The kick out to White. McCants. He's been money all game. And he just won it for Trilogy. The defending champs continue their roll.
They're reviewing it.
We're going to take a look at the clock right here. 3.
I got you. I got you. No. Listen, just chill. Yo, flight.
No. I think it's still in his, is it in his hand? Yeah, it's still in his hand. No.
Lock
It's
in.
still in his hand.
Lock in.
Listen,
Come on. Lift
there's
yourself
no
now.
fractions of seconds here.
No basket.
Same thing. You go hard to the hole.
So wipe the basket out.
Cat. Talk to him.
Again, you got to win by 2.
No foul.
So Power now.
No foul.
And you hear Rick Mahorn screaming, no foul to Trilogy.
Go to the basket.
They go inside the Big Baby.
Again, don't reach if you're McCants.
That's the second.
Just let them score.
Take
You
your
let them
time.
score,
Take your
you
time.
get the
Just
ball
make
back.
Are you killing?
And
he's
right
killing
now,
us, man.
Rick Mahorn is just beside himself because he said it 2 possessions in a row. It's been the same thing with Sean McCants has fouled. The question is, can Big Baby take advantage of it and get to the free throw line and knock it in?
this game's over.
Oh, they're not in the penalty.
Why aren't we shooting?
It should be in the penalty.
Why are we not shooting? Why are we
Trilogy is
not
going to call a
shooting?
timeout. They want to talk about some things.
Well, here it is, too. It's the giveaway foul right now.
Come here.
So with the giveaway foul, when the score is over 46,
Have a seat
if
for a second.
it's a non-shooting foul, the ball, even though you're in the penalty, the ball goes to the sideline.
We'll take it
The
out on
next
this
foul
side.
reverts back to the penalty, whether you're shooting or not, and you get your free throw. And the reason why they've done that is because a lot of games last year ended
It's on the floor, though, right? Non-shooting because of the scoring circumstance. Okay, all right. Shoot the ball. See who they got. No, that right there. Hey, no foul.
And go to the rim.
But one thing you took out of that Trilogy huddle was, listen, do not foul. How many times have they said that in the last
1,800, but yet still,
Rashad McCants continues
it was
to
maybe
foul.
a mask from Rashad McCants clogged up his ears a little bit because he paid no attention to whatever
Go, baby,
he
go.
said. Rick Mahorn.
They inbound it. The big baby. He's spinning. Got it. Point game coming for Trilogy.
Slide over.
Here's McCants. Working on Mobley. Pulls up.
Why? Why take that shot? End of the game for Rashad McCants hasn't been the greatest right now in regards to decision making because Rashad McCants has been all night the ability for him to get to the basket to get by his guy. He can do that in his sleep. That time he just bailed out Tino Mobley.
Ball fake. Kick out. McGetty. He's going to drive to the rack. Lays it in. Power now with a 1-point lead. You got to win by 2. Here's McCann. They can win it with a 3. Al Harrington. He missed it. Here's McGetty.
I don't understand the contested jump shot. I just don't.
James White. And Harrington tips it out of bounds. Point game now for Power. Corey McGetty. And there's the foul on Harrington. So McGetty can go to the line and win it with a free throw. Walks away with a 51-48 victory. They go to 4-1. The defending champs fall to 1-4.
Corey McGetty. God bless you.
Wow,
Catino.
what a game. Our featured game of the night. The three-headed monsters, unbeaten, taking on Three's Company. It's the Big Three here on FS1.